so I'm not sure how to open this video, but today we're going to go through my sketchbook from August 2018 to January 2019. So let's just jump in. Okay, we'll start off with the front cover. It's a lovely little octopus that I drew in pencil originally, so I could just sketch it out properly. I'm not confident enough to just draw in pen straight on, but then went over it with a white pen. I believe it was a Uniball white pen. It wasn't one of the gel Sakura ones, but it was a gel pen, a cheap one I got from my stationery store in town. I just really liked it because it's simple but cute. My sister glazed over it so that it would be protected, but some of the pen rubbed a little bit, but they're all fine. So let's open it up. This is just to remind me which one's which, and it's got the dates there. This was my first ever sort of study where I studied geometric shapes, and I really wanted to learn properly how to sort of capture images within shapes. So I drew a pineapple, a cat, a feather, a butterfly. But yeah, it's pretty cute. I like it. But sadly, because I used my new Ohuhu markers, because they just arrived at that point in time, I used them on this paper. But because this isn't marker paper, it went right through. Again, this is another study of the word coffee. I wanted to sort of incorporate lots of people drinking coffee, a cup of coffee, people just holding coffee. But yeah, I think next time for my sort of study like this, I haven't done one like this in quite a while, but I will try and keep it more consistent. So instead of using 3 different mediums, I'll use maybe just one. But yeah, it's not too bad. But again, markers bled right through. This is a study of faces. Now, contrary to everything you will see in this sketchbook, I actually am really bad at drawing faces. Or you might see that as well. You probably will, the good and the bad. But I'm actually really bad at drawing faces. I'm not sure what it is. I love drawing them. This was a watercolor piece where I did a splatter, testing out how to use my new watercolors and stuff. And then I drew a little fox. I'm not sure how I feel about this one, purely and simply because of the way the paper buckled and cauliflowered. This one is a mandala piece. I'm surprised I had the patience for it because I am a very impatient person, but I really like the slogan: create, dream, imagine, plan, list, and sketch. I got that from Pinterest, so it wasn't my original idea, but I really liked it and thought I would put it through there. This one is a piece that is a study of watercolor landscapes, and it's from the YouTube channel Macchino. She does these incredible watercolor tutorials, and they're sort of like a watercolor paint along with me type thing, and I really like the way this one turned out. The way the colors blend together is really nice. I need more work on blending with these two. This one is based off of the video by Nerdy Crafter, who sculpted a snail out of clay in the colours pinks and purples, and it had a little terrarium on the back of it, so where its shell would be, and I thought it would be really cute in like a garden aspect. I could have gone into more detail into the background, but I still need a lot of practice with backgrounds and how to draw them properly, but we'll get there eventually. This one, I am not too proud of this one, but it's basically trying to draw clouds with watercolor. I believe it was a watercolor and acrylic paint, but it might have been gel pen maybe. I can't quite tell and can't quite remember, but I need more practice. Though it cauliflowered a lot. This one is from the anime Sailor Moon. Now, I love that anime, but don't judge me, but I haven't seen it all the way through. I know, scandalous, but I know this is from the Sailor Moon anime because it is originally another Paint With Me piece by Makachino, and originally the Tokyo Tower was around about here somewhere, but I didn't want to draw it in because I thought it would ruin my piece specifically. She did it really well. You should check out her video, but it's alright. It's alright. I like the way the colors blend together. This one is another watercolor piece. I was really into my watercolors at this time of the year. I can't quite remember when this was. It might be around about the October-September time, because we're only at the beginning. But again, I like how the paint melts together blends together really well here from blue to white, but I cauliflowered that bit so badly. Ooh, need more practice. This one is upside down, but I really like it. It's done with watercolor and pen. I believe just a simple ballpoint pen. I didn't get my microns at that point. I've only got my microns recently, but I found the image on Pinterest and just loved it, so I used it myself, only in my sketchbook, not selling it or anything like that, but I really like it. These were girls I found on Pinterest again. I really like using Pinterest for references and, again, practicing faces. And I actually colored these even in watercolor. You can kind of tell here, but I didn't color that one because I wasn't too proud of it. But I really like this one. I actually used this one later on in a digital piece. I might show it later, maybe. Might put it on screen, maybe not. This was a study of sharks. I again used watercolor. I was just obsessed with watercolor. I must have been at this time of the year. But I was going to outline these in pen, but I have a bad habit of not finishing projects, as you will see throughout this sketchbook. But I need to work on that, where I just finish things and stick to them instead of going, oh, that's done, I'll move on to the next one. This was a study of wildflowers, not much to say about that, but I have no idea how to pronounce any of these. I got it from another YouTuber, her name's Jordan E. Clark, and she is just aesthetic goals. This one was another watercolor practice. I like but don't like how this turned out because it's sort of supposed to be sort of a dream effect. I like how the paint sort of dripped out, but I don't like the way it cauliflowered here. You can really see it like just peeling off at the seams. Oh, it's so bad. Definitely need to get myself some watercolor paper. Now, this one, I actually adore this one. A lot of people, when I posted it on Instagram, didn't really like it too much, but I actually really like it because I love the way I've done the stars in the sky, and I love the way the colors melt together and the waves. Oh, it just looks like a dream to me. Oh, I love this one. Oh, it's so pretty. It's my mushroom people. Again, it's just gorgeous the way I just used pencil for this one, believe it or not. It's very simple but very pretty. I was practicing with pencils a lot at this point, trying to get better with them, but I don't know, man, I just love the way the colors look and it's just so cute. This one again was a study of faces, and this was kind of where I started getting a little bit better. Found these on Pinterest and just essentially copied them, but was actually able to copy them quite well. I'm actually impressed. Again, practicing a person, managed to do it, not sure how, but yeah, it's all about practice, isn't it? This is just a simple hot beverage on a bunch of books. Found it on Pinterest. I really liked it. Thought I would draw it. Simple. I really like this one, even though it just turned out a little bit cauliflowery. The watercolor effect of blues and greens and the blacks and purples, it just works really well. This was round about Christmas time. The rest of this is actually around about Christmas time, but I had just gotten some new marker paper and new Copic markers, however you say it. But I just got new ones, and I got so stuck in using them and started putting them in my journal, in my sketchbook, just to look back on and be impressed with. This one is an attempt at drawing Caleb from Critical Role. I need to practice drawing, guys. Simple as. Lots of work being done. This one is Cherry from Studio Killers. If you have not heard them, go listen to them right now. I don't care what your excuse is. They are hands down so good. So good. Jenny's my favourite song. This, I got the idea from Drawing with Waffles. She draws every year, she draws Rapunzel and sees how well she's progressed and see how far she has come. I decided to go with Ariel because Ariel is my all-time favourite Disney princess, and I love her in her blue dress because it's just, it works the best with her hair. Her pink one in the movie does not, silly Disney. This one was another Critical Role piece. I wanted to draw Molly Mop. He is my favourite character, and I haven't gotten all the way through yet, so please no spoilers. But Molly Mop is my favourite, and I hope nothing bad happens to him. Moving on. This is another unfinished piece of watercolour again. I was supposed to draw a cactus here, but I never got around to it. Again, I've got such a lazy attitude towards this, where I start a piece but don't finish it. I need to work on that hard, and it's one of my sort of, not exactly resolutions of 2019, but you know, goals, I guess. These were simple pieces I did with pen and Ohuhu markers, where I was just practicing drawing people again. I feel like I need to work on hair a bit. Always looks a bit flat to me, but this one was based off an image of Pinterest where she was one of the houses of Harry Potter. Now, I'm not a big fan of Harry Potter. Really don't like J.K. Rowling. Don't attack me. But I have to admit, this was really pretty and really cute, so I drew it. I really like these two, just the way the colours are on this one and the simplicity of this one. This was again another picture I found on Pinterest, and I just thought I would draw for my own personal fun. I like the way I managed to blend the blues and the pinks together. This one, surprisingly, my sister wants to get as a tattoo apparently. Whether she actually does it or not is another thing, but it's just, I really like it. Kind of reminds me of a compass, yet not. Now this one's quite interesting. The artist Gel Arts, she and another YouTuber whose name I will put on the screen right now, I can't remember quite now, sorry. They swapped mood boards on Pinterest, and I got that idea and decided to do it with my sister. I was sketching out ideas. She gave me sort of peacock designs, and I was sketching out ideas for maybe a peacock ballerina. She wanted the picture digitally, so I have finished it on Photoshop, but what she was going to do for me was she was going to create a doll. So if you like doll customizing videos, you should check out Sweetery Dolls. She's good at it. This is just a simple resting bee face, because I feel I have resting bee face. Shut up, you. This was swatching new metallic watercolors, trying to blend them together for this piece. It's a dragon. He's a gold dragon. His name is Steve. My sister named him. It's beautiful. I really like it actually. It actually came out really well. And then the final one is just a picture of me saying thanks for visiting my sketchbook. And then that's it. So I hope you all had a lovely day, and I hope you all had a lovely hot cup of tea while you enjoyed this video. I'm not sure when the next one will be, but hopefully it'll be a scroller box unopening. I meant opening, and we'll be drawing something with that. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But anyway, that's all for now, so bye.